going on to capture the flag bootleg next. apeX, of course, won the first capture the flag on Dome 2-1. So it'll be interesting to see if they're able to replicate that. I mean, a 1 flag difference isn't a huge margin. And judging by the way this game's been played so far, anything could really happen here.
Yeah, of course. I mean, like you say, it's not a huge margin, so it didn't really separate the two sides very much. 4-1 S&D. S&D, of course, being a completely different game type to capture the flag. Still objective-based, of course, but not really much different whatsoever. So we are going to get on into the game since it is hosted up. apeX, of course, have got their management and support staff behind them. Capo, the apeX Collapse management, as well in support as well. Wow. Made the journey to come and cheer on the EU players. So
with capture the flag bootleg, which spawn are we going to be taking?
We want the good spawn, which isn't that one, so we are going to get on board with PMC, which is going to be apeX first of all, see how they can play. I've just had a glance over at the Prophecy SK game. It's currently Prophecy 2 SK1, and they are now on Search and Destroy Arcaden. I can hear a lot of shouting coming over from Josh and Mad Catz. It's been such a built-up game just purely because of the banter factor between Shane Swanee against Mad Catz and Josh.
Yeah, I mean, DeSoto users will have seen all the threads going down, and this is going to be big bragging rights from whoever takes the victory. SK are currently trailing to my knowledge, so it looks like Prophecy are going to be able to win it, but Shane and Swanee said that they will never, ever lose to them on LAN. So that's going to be interesting. But we are here with apeX against Fear anyway. We want to be focusing on this game. Excellent. Going up to platform, getting shot out very early by Killer. Torres managing to answer him back and bring things level.
Bates got a little bit lucky there. A nade came directly to his feet. He just managed to dodge behind that fridge, which did leave him a little bit lucky. Monksy taking down John down that roadside. Bates pushing in. And he is going to advance towards the middle now.
Well, Vapes is trying to find someone. He's checking all the different angles, but Ricky takes him by surprise there, getting a nice headshot to make the kill. And Ricky has just played absolutely brilliant so far from what I've seen, particularly on that capture the flag dome, making huge numbers. I think it ended up 29 kills in his favour, but also playing very well in the Search and Destroy. It's going to be interesting to see if he can do this now on bootleg.
Yeah, Vapes again now has just been taken down by Ricky. Kills being exchanged. Torres picking up Ricky. Monksy running up that roadside, cutting into middle. Does manage to get a kill. Torres as well taking down Fizzer. Monksy will be there, ready on the spawns. He's getting his stuns over ready. Trying to push this left-hand side to manipulate the spawn so that he can get directly behind them and shoot them all in the back. Is it going to work for him? It's not looking like he can. They have to spawn in that green laundry area. Does manage to take down Fizzer, but kills not really going as one-sided as apeX would like. Monksy unfortunately left his body completely open, getting long-shotted by that PP90 because of the cover that John actually had.
Yeah, 3 actually went down there. Fear playing well to actually prevent that attack from apeX. And it was actually John picking up a nice little quick 2-piece. Looks like SK Gaming are getting back into that best-of-5 series. They're currently 3-0 up on the Search and Destroy. So we'll try and keep you updated if you are wanting to watch this stream, but also stay up to date with that. Torres just deciding to sit a little bit back there, and he was hoping to see someone in that room. Oh, and dearie me, Killer managed to vault straight through the doorway, and this is brilliant play from Fear.
Yeah, that was a good little 2-piece from John there as well. Knows that the other players will be off the spawn. Ricky on that spawn, managing to take down Vapes before dying to Monksy, and now we are going to see Fear 1-0 up. They are on the weaker side of the two as well, so we will see. Excellence trying to push up along that right-hand side top platform, not getting anything. Vapes unfortunately choking his first stun, does manage to pick that off with the grenade onto John. Flag will be reset now.
It goes back to the base, and who is this we are watching stunned? It is Vapes. Oh, and he does go down to Ricky. Vapes actually winning EGL4, a very highly achieved player, and looking to make his mark now on EGL7. Fear are a team to a formidable team. It is unfortunate for them to go into the loser bracket so early. They did have quite high expectations despite going into this tournament unseeded, and they are certainly trying to make the American fans back home proud.
Yeah, Vapes just chucking the grenade over at his own cage spawn. Knew there was one waiting for him. That was Killer. John taking down Torres. And now in a surprise turn of events, they are 2 down, but they are pulling that flag anyway. Excellence now taking down Killer. He's retreated into the bottom middle. It looks like he wants to go and try and cut off that flag run that will be running road. Vapes has done so off the spawn. Excellence taking down Ricky. Huge 2-piece there from Vapes as he takes down Fizz up as well. That flag has been returned. It should be a capture. Yeah. Excellence was going for the relay there, but unfortunately getting stunned as soon as he went anywhere near. Excellence plays actually quite passive, isn't he? Like, yeah. I think he's not throwing himself at the flag.
I mean, I know for Black Ops he was an SMG objective player, but you are right, that has certainly changed. And you know, you've got to adapt your style of play to suit the game at hand. Fizzip with the two-piece, and Excellence trying to cease that attack, but Fizzip picking up Excellence as well. And Monksy needs to be tight on this defense. He cannot let them breach through this cage area.
Yeah, Monksy and Torres are there set to prevent that. Of course, now it is tied at 1 apiece on flag captures, 1 apiece on maps as well. Vapes being taken down in the middle. Monksy just hard aiming that cage, making sure nobody can come in there and manipulate the spawn so that they would spawn on that very awkward road. Monksy going for a little bit of a pre-spray, has got focus on and not impact.
Oh, and Monksy
Monksy's just seen one.
In a brilliant position there. He is going to make that kill. It is going to be so difficult to kill him when he's at that angle, but Ricky making light work of Monksy to actually pick up this flag, and with such little time left on the clock, we could be seeing Fear with a late capture, but Vapes is poised and ready to prevent this.
Yeah, Vapes poised, ready, lying down next to that flag. If I was him, I'd just, oh no, he's realised where that flag route was going. Excellence, and Monksy both picked up kills. John and Fizzip in flag support. Fizzip taking down Monksy. It's looking like this flag is going to go in very late there. Only 15 seconds left on that clock in the first side, and we are seeing Fear going into that second side with a 1 flag lead.
Yep. So great play from Fear, and you know, like we were saying, apeX actually won the first capture of the flag. So if any, we don't really have much to gauge this off, but you would have assumed that apeX would be able to continue that form now on bootleg. But Fear are really bringing it to them. Ricky, an interesting way of locking onto his targets. Well, it seems to work for him as he gets the final kill cam and moves into the second half with a 1 flag lead.
Oh, a huge cheer over from the main stage. SK Gaming have brought back a 2-0 deficit, I believe, and now they are 2-2 going into the final map, so we will let you know who wins that one, of course. I believe the winner of that will play the winner of this.
I'm just looking at Swanee's face in the sheer disappointment.
Dignitas play the winner of this. Yeah. Dignitas play the winner of this game that is currently being streamed, apeX versus Fear.
Swan is in a bad place right now. He's not happy at all with what's going on. And George is absolutely pumped. He's basically shaking in his chair.
But anyway, that is 3 down there. 14 Fear. Ricky off the spawn. Has managed to get the stun in. Does manage to take down Monksy with that ACR shot. Just looking towards the right, but Vapes was on his left. Has left himself open. Vapes with a 2-piece taking down Fizzip as well. Can't take out John. Killer pushing in. And that is good defensive work from John and Killer combined to prevent that flag pull.
Yeah, I mean, Fear have got to not be so complacent. They still need to be pushing out of the spawn and going for these flags, because aggression is the best form of defense in some cases. Killer just moving towards this platform side. A very ambitious shot if he wanted to make that kill, and deciding to switch back. Does take out Torres, and he's now going to be able to keep defending platform side. Torres
on a head glitch got picked off nicely there by Killer. Vapes pushing down this roadside. He has got the support of his teammates with him, but Killer was going in hunt of that kill, but Fizzip was there ready and waiting. Of course, they are winning, so they do have that 1 flag capture lead to actually help them out here. So every time there's a trouble with their flag, they can just go back. They can afford to. They don't need to be pushing forward every time. They can just retreat a little.
Yeah, Killer is just chopping back, and he's waiting for someone to actually challenge him, knowing that he has the superior position and should most likely win the gunfight, especially if he's pre-aiming that area. That would be so difficult to kill anyone from. Oh, I thought for a second Excellence was going to make that knife, but no. Killer with a 2-piece, taking out half of the apeX lineup and preventing them from picking up that flag.
Yeah, that was nice there from Killer. Got the 2-piece and has pushed forward. He took shots on his way, so he is full red running into the enemy spawn. Vapes capitalising on that with the direct, accurate headshot. So a nice 2-piece there from Vapes. Now we are just seeing a very defensive Fear here. Ricky laying on the box. He has got Fizzip on his right as well. They are definitely set up for the defence.
Yep, and you know what? If this is how they want to play it, then fair enough. They've just got to be careful not to get overrun by apeX. Most teams won't go 4-man defense, especially with this long left, but they would be passively aggressive just to keep any actions of apeX at bay. Fizzip just chopping back, and 2. We've got a little bit of dislike there, which I apologise for. I'm just making sure there's no advancements from apeX.
Excellence and Vapes both taking down a player each. Fear John with a 2-piece taking down Excellence, and Monks who keeps his flag nice and safe there. Fizzip playing very defensive. We'll go on board with somebody a little bit more involved with the action, and that furthest point forward is John. Still on his own half of the map though. Has taken down Vapes and can push forward, going for Excellence. Does manage to take down Excellence in the middle map. He's going for a turn on. No, he isn't. He decided to try and run away from Monksy's ACR shot. Cost him. Monksy with a two-piece.
And as Fizzip looks towards Road, Ricky is checking on the right, and they are just locking this down completely. Ricky in such a strong position now, it would be almost impossible to kill him. He has had to switch to his left though, and as the grenades come in, Vapes and Torres and Excellence managed to pick up 3 of Fear, which means Killer's all alone, and finally this flag has been picked up. And as I was saying, they can't go heavy defences, eventually they will get overrun.
Yeah, they got a split spawn as well. Monksy pushed that roadside to try and prevent the spawn over there. Fizzurp has spawned much further up than any of the apeX members were, but Excellence there, ready to take down Fizzurp on the overextend. Killer gets the better of Monksy. The flag is going the safest option round the back. Looks if it's going to come in. Excellence taking down Killer, but Kill has actually made that flag get dropped. Kill's being exchanged now between the two sides. The flag is stuck in limbo, not far away from the flag. Looks as if Ricky is going to be able to do this. He's taken down 2. Fizzurp pushing straight in onto that flag, gets the flag return. That is so unlucky for apeX there. It was so close to the flag. They just managed to let them slip through their defences, and now the counter cap is on. Fizzurp's pushing down this left-hand side. This is looking good for Fear.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you're saying, not only did they manage to get that flag back to base, but it looks like they're actually going to get a capture themselves out of it to extend that lead to 2 flags in their favour, with the overall scoreline being 3-1. And there we go, very late into the game. And I think apeX know now that they're not going to be able to bring this capture the flag bootleg back.
Well, of course not. They are trailing by 2 flag captures to 0 with 28 seconds left on the clock. They look like they want to go for a consolation flag cap, but I think, to be honest, I don't know if Fear thought that apeX played a little bit too defensive after they went into the lead and they're doing it in retaliation, or whether they just desperately want to advance through the loser bracket, get themselves a nice tasty placement after this. But of course, the winner of this game here plays against Dignitas, who recently lost very narrowly to the Optic lineup as they advanced into the winner bracket final. If you remember, it was the S&Ds were very close. Ryder dropping 9 kills on both, I believe, and it was 4-3 on the final S&D, and Optic won 3-1 overall.
Dignitas actually really strong on the Search and Destroys. When they were playing Prophecy early, they actually won both the Search and Destroys 4-0. And it's got to be said, Ryder is an exceptional Search and Destroy player. I don't know how he does it, but whenever you watch him at an event, at any sort of line, he's always going huge on them.
Yeah, but to be honest, you have to give a shout out to Riddles. He went 11-0 earlier, nearly 900 points in Search and Destroy whilst playing against Prophecy, so that is one to watch out for. If Fear were to advance through this, of course, they have got Fizzurp on their side. Very good S&D player from what I hear. I'm not 100% clued up with Tommy got a 1v4 for Dignitas. I'd just like to point that out as well.